Welcome back to the Virgo channel. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message, obviously, for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, so just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Cross watchers, however, are always more than welcome to watch because understand the message may resonate more with you because you may need to hear the message more than the actual Virgo does. But the Virgo will get in good insight because it's nice to see things from someone else's perception, how they view things. It gives us insight of maybe how to navigate the relationship a little bit better. So, like I said, everyone's intuitive, so you'll be able to interpret the message. Again, put the meanings where they need to go. Now, if you're new to my channel, know that I like to go a little bit deeper within my reading. So I don't just look at the, what's going to happen. I like to look at the shadows and see how they play out as the karmic theme within the relationship. Now, anything of any importance you can find in the description box. You can always find my Patreon link to my shadow healing coaching program starting at $5 a month. Comes with inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to help you heal the effects of trauma. You'll also find my website link and other important information, like if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, the directions will always be there. And if you forget the word of the day, that word will also be in your description box. All right. Now, if you want to enter into a free reading with me, you have to be ready to, again, get a little bit of shadow reading, not just a prediction reading. And you'll have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word in your comment bar. And the word is going to be exquisiteness. Exquisiteness. Virgo, I feel as if people really find you different. They really find you unique. They find you bold. They find you truth. They find you courageous. But you also trigger a lot of people because they don't have those elements within inside themselves. There's also a sense of that you don't do things the same way that other people do them. So you don't just think differently. The way that you approach life is different. And this makes you, again, very attractive to people. So I'm feeling like this is the overall energy. And so also feeling like you're connected to someone that like almost is seeing you as their muse. Now, I don't feel like this person's in your life. I feel like they watch you from afar. So we're going to see how this energy is playing out within your reading and what they're going to do. And if we see any blocks, obviously we're going to look at those too and see where they come from and what you would need to heal. There's a lesson to be learned from this. So you're in connection with a person that I believe is a karmic mate, obviously, because karmic mates teach us. And it starts off with your energy, not the energy of you and this person. So I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. So your person is, like I said, it's like you're giving them inspiration. I believe that they built a lot of their life on what other people perceived, that they went out, they made a lot of money, they bought a lot of nice things, and they hid behind their possessions, and they never really allowed themselves to find who they are and to discover their true self. And so they don't really feel good about themselves. And the reason why is because everything that was built in their life that was built on the ego, which is how this person lived, because again, through possessions and wanting people to perceive them through their perceptions, is crumbling. And they're not happy. And they feel like they don't they don't have any direction. They need healing. And I believe that this person is looking at you almost as their muse, almost as a light to heal. So it's again, this is they also believe that you are a soulmate, because there's a sense of don't be tempted to disconnect from this source. So again, they believe that you are someone that's important, supposed to be in their life to teach them, because don't be tempted to disconnect from source. Our connection to source is love and healing. We require for reunion. So you were in connection with this person. And like I said, I believe that they didn't really allow you to get close because, again, they wanted you to perceive that there was something. And I also think that this person kind of put themselves a little bit on a pedestal when they met you, meaning they looked at your job and I believe that you're a simple person, Virgo. I believe that you're a classy person, but you don't need to drive the most expensive car, to wear the most expensive clothes, to feel good about yourself. Your strength comes from internal, your exquisiteness. This person's strength came from material things. So this person, again, didn't treat you well, is what I'm feeling, because they put themselves on a pedestal. Now they're kind of putting you on a pedestal, which is not uncommon when a person is coming from their ego. They're never coming from a place of balance. So I just want to look at how this person triggered you. How does this person trigger you? Expectations, like you had the expectation that this person was going to, they make their life look as if they have it all together, but their life, isn't all together. I believe that this person didn't allow you to get close because they didn't really want you. There was nothing to see except for their possessions, and they work all the time. They accumulate a lot of money. They buy nice things. It's not that they didn't have relationships before, but not a relationship that's a soul relationship. You are coming into this person's life really at the forefront of their life, where you mean something now. And that's because they're going through a dark night of the soul. And that's because they've been watching you from afar, and they've gotten to get a better understanding of who you are. I know it almost sounds stalkery, right? I mean, I also believe that this person perceives you. When a person doesn't know you, they also have expectation of you. And I don't think that you liked what their expectation of what they expected you to do, which was give them all the attention because their life was good. Because look at what I have. Look at the car that I drive. Look at the house that I live in. Look at the money that I have. Look at my possessions. You should want to be with me. Again, they put themselves on a pedestal. Now I feel like they're looking at you and they're seeing you're unique and that you're different and that you're true. And it's like they're seeing that that's actually a better way. And that's why they're going through dark night of the soul. Isolation. They're in isolation right now, which is very common when a person goes through a dark night of the soul. But I also feel as if this person doesn't feel comfortable around people. They have a difficult time connecting to people on an emotional level. And so they didn't give you enough, and you also felt isolated. So there's a little bit of mirroring energy here. Remember, this person's coming into your life to teach you, also to show you things about yourself. But you see, Stonewall, it didn't matter, like, because you didn't care. And that is really what triggered this person. The Stonewall is that it's like that you didn't really you didn't get triggered. You didn't respond. You just kept on your path. And I believe that this person also tried to manipulate you to give them more by not emotionally giving you, by stonewalling you. So there's a sense that you are also on your path, Virgo, healing yourself, which allowed this person to actually go through a dark night of the soul, because you are a part of them going through a dark night of the soul, because they always had a spiritual connection to you. They never gave you anything. They wanted to manipulate the connection, and they wanted to manipulate the connection because they don't feel good about themselves. So again, once you see all their stuff, then they still have to like rely on a connection. And I just think that they also have a string of bad relationships, because they can't just be in a relationship with where they flash around their money. Other people then take advantage of that. So then they assume that people only want to be around them for money. And because that's the focus, that's what they wind up creating. So let's see what they're going to do. Or let's see what they feel now and what they're going to do. I don't know what I want. See, part of them knows that they have to walk away from that in order to really be with you. And the depth of this connection is terrifying for them. Our story isn't over yet, so they're really conflicted. Like I said, I feel like there's a part of them that really is like, I don't know what I want, because I like to live a little superficially. I like those things. And you really are a true person. You really say what's on your mind. You really live your truth. You're an authentic person. I've never been with an authentic person. I don't know if I could be with an authentic person, but their higher self, the spirit part of themselves, which is that twin flame connection, knows I'm supposed to be with you. I know I'm supposed to be with you, but they're terrified, like I said, because they know that they have to change. So we pull from the twin flame deck. The planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together, surrender to the change. So again, like I said, they are getting triggered, but it's for their healing. I believe because this person played a lot of games, it triggered you. And it's also activating your healing because you've had abandonment issues in the past, especially with this person. So to really learn what unconditional love is, we have to really learn what forgiveness is. And what I feel, Virgo, is that people in the past have hurt you where you have a hard time forgiving. So what Spirit and the universe wanted to teach you was forgiveness. Forgiveness through unconditional love. That bond of a soulmate twin flame relationship can never be broken. This person has come into your life to show you what needed to be healed within inside of you. Did they trigger you? Of course, but there were still feelings there, and vice versa. This person did a lot of wrong things and was living from their ego, and you came into their life and you created awareness for them to the point that everything is falling apart in their life. And they had to go through a dark night of the soul because a twin flame only comes into your life to help you step into the truest, realest version of yourself to heal. And that can't happen unless we become aware of our shadows. And so we do get triggered. There's purpose for them, but there's so much unconditional love that we can't walk away. We want to walk away. We want to control the relationship. And this is what I see here, like with your person. Your person is really stepping in. So I always ask Spirit, well, what's the energy that we can incorporate to make this situation a little bit easier for us into a relationship with this, which is affirmations. Listen to your higher self. It's like I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. So I I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. So it's to repeat over and over, because maybe you have some self-esteem issues as well, because like what comes to like, you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. Now you may be someone that's very spiritually evolved, but maybe in business you're not. And this person is very evolved in business. Remember, where you have wounds, your twin flame has strength. They have gifts. Twin flames come together to help, to heal, to help evolve. And that's really what I feel. I feel like your person is good in business. That's why they work, and they're able to buy things and obtain things. But aside from that, there's no real life. There's no real happiness. There's no passion. Yes, they like what they do, but they're very imbalanced. And for you, like, I really feel like this person is coming into your life to help you with business. So to acknowledge what your needs are is to accept what this person has to offer, like as far as teaching, but not lose yourself, because a soulmate twin flame relationship, it's difficult. There's triggering, and sometimes we can lose ourselves in the depth of those connections, and they can really turn toxic. So what spirit is saying is, like, this is not just about like this person coming into your life. I mean, you're living happily ever after. They're wounded the way that you're wounded. Remember that. They're coming into your life because they're ready to heal, they're ready to evolve, and so are you, but you both don't know how to do it. And through the connection of unconditional love, you guys are going to learn, because it's intuitive. It overrides the logical, analytical mind, the reptilian mind, where all your wounds are. So that is why, like that spirit says, once you know that that this connection is for healing, that you're in a healing connection, remember to be brave and gentle. So I mean, like, you're going to get triggered, but it's not to rip the person's head off. When you get triggered, you're going to have to learn how to deal with that, especially because I feel like yeah, like that's person had like has a lot of wounds. So when a person has a lot of wounds, they tend to get emotional, and so you have to be gentle and kind and but be strong at the same time. And so that may be difficult for you, because as getting triggered, we all have reactionary behavior from a wound. When you have have lived in an experience in a relationship where you've been wounded before, your brain remembers it, and your body is your mind's faithful servant, and you have programmed your body. So the automatic behavior needs to be reconditioned. And by saying affirmations and reminding yourself again that you're strong and that you're gentle and that you don't need to be afraid, and but respect yourself. Always respect yourself, because this person loves you regardless. That's the whole point of this connection. It's the fact that you both are very, very different, but it's not about control, getting the other person to do what you want and think what you want. It's to learn balance. And that's what the soulmate twin flame relationships are. It's all about learning balance. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. If you resonated with this, again, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and write the word of the day in your comment bar. And if you don't remember the word of the day, you'll have to rewind the video or look in the comment bar. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.